This is different video clips from 2001, around the time when I was under attack by the narcissist after I decided to go no contact.
Some people not meant to be together, period. Some of these men ain't even qualified to be in relationships. But y'all think y'all winning with them. Trust me. Trust me. Been there, done that. These niggas ain't even qualified to be with you. And you think you about to win with them? Keep wishing. The same shit the last bitch went through in due time, you're going to see. Because these men ain't healing. Men don't heal. You know how men heal? They hop in new pussy. You might be his yoke.
He had the new supply convinced that he was the best thing since sliced bread. So I was constantly trying to prove myself. I was constantly trying to explain to her the things that he was doing to me. It didn't work. So I decided that I needed to move forward with my healing and just take accountability for my actions.
I didn't want to heal. So I wanted to log on just to say for a few people who might think that healing is getting over a past relationship. I just want you to know that healing is more than that. Healing is deeper than that. Healing, sometimes you have to go all the way back to your past, your childhood, and figure out what happened and what's wrong, what's causing that pain to even have you in a situation that you're in currently that you have to heal from, if that makes sense. Sometimes it's not about what a person is doing you. Sometimes it's about what you're doing a person. You have to really look into self, and you really have to recognize and realize the things that you're doing as well. Stopping and recognizing and realizing some of the things that you're doing wrong. Realize what you're doing wrong. Like, for example, in my situation, when I get mad, I say hateful things.
And one thing I learned is you can't make a person accept their wrongdoings. You can only figure out the things that you're doing and correct yourself so that when you move forward in the future, you could be better. And one thing I learned about men is no matter how disrespectful they is to you, no matter what they do you, when you disrespect them in return, they can't handle it because their ego is so much fragile than ours.
This is somebody who thought that you accepted him for who he was.
Even though he probably did have a mask on and that mask came off. Even though he really was probably a bitch.
But when mad day come, you calling out all his flaws. And think about it. Would you want that done to you? No. So, that could make a person not like you.
You got to let these narcissists be fake and believe their lies because they just not going to understand. They're not going to get it.
And in my situation, that's why my baby daddy don't like me, because when I'm disrespected, I could get real disrespectful. So, think about that. Think about the things that you do, even though things are done to you, but you still have to be accountable for the things that you do.
Most of the time we end up falling for these narcissists and we don't even like them in the beginning. It's because of the love bomb. It's because of the things that they're doing for us. So you have to really think and figure out what you want, because when you don't know what you want when you out here dating, you'll settle for anything.
Compatible with you mentally, like, do y'all really like each other, or can y'all really grow with each other, or do y'all really have things of interest in common? And usually you don't. Usually your relationships be based on how a man make you feel or what a man do for you. If you about to start back dating, think about that. Think about the things that you like. And another thing is a lot of women, we date older men. I understand y'all been dating these older men since y'all been young, but these older men is just, I don't know.
Yeah, I know. These older men that are narcissists have the most problems. It's like they looking for younger women that they could play on, because the women at their age, they don't meet the mental capacity to even deal with them.
You'll be surprised. All I'm saying is you'll be surprised how much fun and how much you have in common with somebody your age.
For years, I was on this emotional roller coaster, and I didn't know what a narcissist was. I didn't learn about a narcissist until everybody started talking about it on TikTok. And I started to learn and do my research. But you know what confirmed it? What confirmed it was when my favorite person in the whole wide world died, and this man did not care.
Empathy. I just wanted to put that word out there. Simply put, empathy is your ability to understand and feel how someone else is feeling. You'll be surprised how many people lack empathy. I don't know about you, but I'm at the age to where I don't want to deal with people who lack empathy. I don't want to deal with emotionally disconnected people, because we at the age now to where you need somebody that's that cares. You need somebody who understands what you're going through. But to deal with grief and not have people around you to empathize and understand, or just put themselves in your shoes and try to feel what you're going through, that's hurtful. So if you're in a relationship with somebody who lack empathy, you might want to reconsider. Can it be the ones who always talking about they don't like how they're being treated? Could it possibly be that you're not putting out what you're expecting to receive?
A lot of people say go no contact, but the only thing that will get you over a narcissist is God. You have to get closer with God. You have to pray that demonic spirit off you. Ain't no way around it.
Oh, no, you need a legitimate connection.
Come on.
And you know how they say the narcissist wear a mask? I tell you no lie. This man come from a good home, a mother, a father. This man pretended to be street. This man pretended that he understood me. This man pretended like he was like gangster. And he wasn't. And the crazy part about it is I didn't want him to be gangster because I always did like men who work. I always did like hardworking men. And yeah, I messed with plenty of dudes who hustle, but I always got into relationships with men who had a job. But the whole point is, honestly, that man couldn't handle me. I'm from New Orleans, and the type of men I'm used to dealing with is a whole different caliber. This man was from Georgia, grew up with a mama and daddy, and here I am, like a hood chick, just over the fake phony shit. I just had to explain who I was and how a man could win with a hood chick.
Their mind frame and actions just a little different because of the environment that they grew up in. And the only way a man could really deal with a hood chick is he have to be able to soften her gangster. The only way you can soften her gangster is by making her feel secure. Deep down under all that hustle, deep down under all that fight, there's a good woman, there's a nurturer, there's a wife, there's someone who's loyal. But as a man, and all men can't handle this, you have to be able to soften her gangster. And by doing that, you have to be able to make her feel secure. She been fighting all her life. She been hustling all her life. She jumped off the porch early. She grew up early. She been having to act like a woman since she was 12, 13, 14. Softening her gangster because guess what? You giving her that support she never had. You softening her gangster because guess what? You letting her know it's okay to be a woman. It's okay. I'm a man. I got you. That's how you win with a hood chick.
And I'm so extra. I had to even let him know some things they might want to consider because I think he didn't consider all this before he pursued me, because he would have known I'm not the one.
There's some things you might want to consider before you decide if you want to deal with a hood chick. First of all, if you show her you love her, she really love you. That shit genuine. That shit like she'll ride or die.
Done rolled and died. It's so funny I said that because recently now I consider myself healed and I consider myself whole. It's a process because every day you're constantly learning. And yes, you get triggered, but it's so funny because I was single and I was healing for about 2 years. And 3 years later, I met another narcissist. And I think it's a test from God to see if I learned from what I went through the last time. But this dude had the nerve to ask me if I'm his ride or die. And I had to look at him because no, like at my age now, I am not no ride or die. I'm A1 certified. Like I am healed. I am prepared to be a wife. I want a ring. Ride or die? No. I'm A1 certified. Satisfaction guaranteed. And he actually got mad because I said no. Okay, back to the clip.
She not gonna let you play her. That's one thing we don't do. We don't get played. Growing up, we never got played. We never let nobody play with us. So what make you any different? Oh, she with the bullshit. She will fuck you up, everything you own and your hoes. She will fuck all that shit up because like you just don't play with her. When you acting like a bitch ass nigga, she gonna let you know you acting like a bitch ass nigga. I'm just saying because she grew up around gangster. You can't insult her intelligence. I'm sorry. If you want somebody you could try to get over, it's not gonna work with a hood chick. She grew up around buku crackheads. She done heard it all.
Part 2 of this video will be on YouTube. Kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. The link is in my bio.